Hi there, I'm Natalie, and today we are talking about an actress who was called one of the most successful and famous stars in Hollywood in the 1990s. It was Sharon Stone, who at the beginning of the 21st century suddenly disappeared from the screens and stopped appearing in public. For a long time, nothing was known about the reasons for this pause in her film career, and only recently she talked about it. Let's find out what happened to the movie star. On the screens, they used to see her in one role, a seductive beauty, and no one guessed that in real life she was very far from the image she created in Basic Instinct. An intellectual with a high IQ, she went to school at the age of 5, straight to the second grade, graduated early, and at the age of 15 entered the university choosing the major of creative writing and fine arts. In parallel with her studies, Sharon worked part-time at McDonald's. She was quite introverted and preferred to spend her free time not in noisy companies but reading books. The girl tried to overcome her natural shyness by arranging theatrical performances in her garage. She never considered herself beautiful, but people around her couldn't help paying attention to her spectacular appearance. One day she was offered to star in commercials, and Sharon Stone began her career as a fashion model. Then she was lucky enough to get an episode in Woody Allen's Stardust Memories, but a successful film debut was followed by inconspicuous roles in TV series. Only 10 years later, her first success came to her after the release of Paul Verhoeven's film Total Recall, where Stone's partner on the set was Arnold Schwarzenegger. This science fiction action movie grossed almost $120 million at the US box office and more than $260 million worldwide. 2 years later, Paul Verhoeven again offered Sharon Stone to star in his film, and the role of Catherine Trammell brought the actress world fame and became her calling card. The film Basic Instinct grosses more than $315 million at the worldwide box office. For this work, Sharon Stone received 2 MTV Movie Awards for Best Actress and Most Desirable Woman. Later, Sharon Stone admitted that Basic Instinct played a controversial role in her life. It helped her gain self-confidence. She never thought she was beautiful and determined enough to be a movie star. Neither the victory in the local beauty contest, nor the shooting in the commercials, nor the first roles in the movies liberated her from the inferiority complex. After Instinct, she believed in herself and that she could even be admired. But then life immediately made her understand that there was another side of fame. Unexpectedly, it turned out that a celebrity doesn't belong to herself entirely. The status of a star is luxury, brilliance, sensations, flashes, vanity. In the years that followed, she made a lot of mistakes, both in her choice of films and of the way she should have behaved. She was afraid of missing something, not doing something, not being able to keep up with something, not experiencing something. She suffered from it in every sense, professionally, mentally, and physically. The actress became a hostage to the image of a sexy and dangerous criminal for many years. She was often offered the same type of roles, but all of them were the main ones, and in the 1990s, new films with the participation of Sharon Stone were released annually. Silver, Intersection, Specialist, The Quick and the Dead, The Last Dance, Gloria, Sphere, The Muse, and so on. For the leading role in Martin Scorsese's crime drama Casino, Sharon Stone received the Golden Globe as Best Actress and was nominated for an Oscar. During this period, she became one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood. However, at the beginning of the new century, the blackest parts of her life began. It would seem that she achieved everything that could only be dreamed of. Sharon Stone was successful in her profession and happy in her personal life. After several short-lived romances, one official marriage and one broken engagement at the age of 40, she finally found her happiness in marriage to journalist Phil Bernstein. They got married in 1998, but 2 years later, there was a crisis in the relationship of the spouses. Due to health problems, the actress suffered 2 miscarriages and was never able to give birth to a child. So she and her husband decided to adopt a child, and in 2000 they had a son, Rowan Joseph Bronstein. Sharon often complained of the headaches and was diagnosed with a brain aneurysm. In 2001, the 43-year-old actress suffered a stroke. Sharon Stone said that she was on the verge of life and death, only in an interview after celebrating her 60th birthday. She almost miraculously managed to get out of a terrible stroke. She was in a coma for 9 days. For 2 years she was coming to her senses, learned to walk, talk and write again. She got involved in charity work and had no time for filming. Over the course of several years, she reconsidered her attitude to cinema and her place in it. Her agent and she decided that she should play character heroines, not someone's love interest. It was not easy for her to return to the profession. Not all doors opened for her as easily as one might have thought. 2 years later, when the actress was still recovering from a stroke, her husband filed for divorce and custody of her son was awarded to him. It was the most difficult period in Sharon Stone's life. She had to relearn how to speak, read and move around on her own. Their legal battles lasted for several years. It was one injury laid on top of another. After such a shake-up, the actress became much stronger. Then she found herself completely alone. Almost all friends and relatives turned their backs on the helpless actress. Film critics, not knowing the real reason for the pause in her career, wrote that she had died as an actress, that she was very old and bad-looking, and she never had any real talent. But Sharon didn't talk about her trouble because she didn't want to be pitied. The recovery was very slow, but she did not give up. As a result, she managed to fully regain her former health. Since then, Sharon has given up alcohol and cigarettes and is carefully monitoring her physical form. In addition, the actress managed to restore her parental rights to Rowan, after which she adopted 2 more boys, Laird Von Stone in 2005 and Queen Kelly Stone in 2006. In 2017, Sharon Stone was presented with the Mother of the Year award, according to one of the charitable foundations with which the star has been cooperating for a long time. She states that choosing motherhood over Hollywood was the best decision for her. In 2015, Sharon Stone started actively acting in films. She was a cast member on the short-lived action drama Agent X, D&D 2015, starred in director Steven Soderbergh's experimental drama series Mosaic, HBO 2018, and joined the cast of HBO's The New Pope 2019-2020, a follow-up to HBO's The Young Pope. In 2020, Stone also began appearing on the Netflix series Ratched, Netflix 2020. The series was based on author Ken Kesey's much-beloved novel One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and premiered on the streaming network in 2020. After her divorce from Phil Bronstein, Sharon Stone never remarried, repeatedly stating that she was disappointed in relationships. Today, the 65-year-old actress is on a new path of creative expression as she doesn't get much work as an actress. And painting has helped her not have the anxiety she had. Stone has discovered a love of painting and launched a show of her giant canvases at the C. Parker Gallery in Greenwich, Connecticut in October 2023. And she loves when people come to the studio and get surprised to discover another talent of the Hollywood star.